Oh, yeah. Hey there, guys. So as you would have just seen, changed the oil in the car. That was exciting because it has an aftermarket oil pan so that it doesn't poke past the frame rails, and I didn't know that. The oil capacity is like way lower than stock, and so I filled it way too much and I had to drain the oil back. It's all good now. As you might have seen in the short that I posted on this channel, cylinder 2 is not firing. So I want to thank, I think it's Gage, who left a comment noting that, knows like way better what these things are supposed to sound like than I do. So it's cylinder 2. The one next to the sprocket is cylinder 1, which I had backwards. So cylinder 2 is down. What I've done is I purchased a compression kit. I bought new spark plugs. We're gonna change all the spark plugs, but since we're gonna have them out anyway, I figure might as well compression test the motor. I'm hoping it's just that we have a plug that went foul for some reason. We will clean the injection system. So I'm gonna clean the fuel rails and clean all the injectors. I ordered an injector cleaner kit that hasn't come in yet, so we gotta wait until another day to do that. But I'm hoping just compression testing this motor and getting the spark back, getting a new spark plug in there will help us diagnose what the problem is. So here we go. Okay. $155.
It's pretty good. It's pretty healthy, I would believe.
$130.
I'd say
That's like,
it's definitely.
that's not great, but like,
I think it's okay. It's definitely not low enough to make you not have.
yeah, like it would fire.
Yeah.
$165.
It's pretty good.
That's even better. $145.
I'd say that's all good enough for government.
It's, I mean, for what we're doing. Sounds the same. Yeah. Okay. So cylinder 2 still isn't firing. So we're gonna swap the coil packs on 2 and 3, and then hopefully the cylinder that isn't firing changes. Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, but just let that.
Hey everyone, so it's now Sunday night. It's either gotta be the coil pack is not receiving a signal from the ECU, or both fuel rails are closed shut, or something else. But those are my next two theories. So we're gonna try and test now whether the little pigtail connector reaching the coil pack is actually sending a signal to the coil pack. So we're gonna start by testing cylinder number 1, because I know that this cylinder works. So what I've done here is I've stuck 2 wires into this little connector here. And what I'm going to do is use some little alligator clips to connect this, this test light into it and make sure that we are actually receiving voltage here. And I'll be able to check which one is the positive and which one's the negative too while we're doing that. So yeah, so here goes nothing. I've disconnected all the injectors, as you can see up here, so that I'm just gonna try and turn this engine over. It should run off the cam sensor, I think. The ignition time should come off either the, I don't know if it comes off the, where the crank is, with like a reluctor wheel, or if this, I think this is the cam sensor sends the signal, but either way, we should be able to see this cylinder firing when we're turning the engine over. I think I'm gonna go buy a cheaper one that just has an LED actually. This one's good because it has like a multimeter built in. But I don't think the resolution of the signal is actually quick enough, because I'm seeing that it's reading something, but it's just kind of flashing. So I'll be back. I've returned with a dumber test light. Okay, that's exactly what I expected to happen. Okay. Okay. So cylinder number 2 does have spark, which means there's no fuel. So I do at least have some good news. These bearings on this hub for the right front are fine. So the problem is there's this nylon nut that sat on the spindle here. And it was like it was torqued down with a torque wrench. And so this was pushing up against not just the inner race, but pretty much the whole bearing there on this hub. And so this wasn't spinning. But now I've taken out this, and I mean, the races spin pretty freely without anything, especially right now considering how cold it is. So this is fine. I just will make sure not to absolutely annihilate this, this nut when we bolt it back on. But that means that the only bearings we'll have to replace are what's in the bird cage. So I think I'm gonna leave this video here. I guess we didn't do too much. We changed the oil, and we were able to at least diagnose that it's a fuel problem on cylinder number 2. So we'll fix that in the next video. We're gonna work on changing the hub, the bird cage bearing in the next video. And after that, this thing will be almost done. The only thing left will be kind of cleaning all the bolts, get everything bolted back together. The rear axle, front axle, all that, the steering. And then putting the seat in, getting a seat insert made for me, getting the seat belts in, and we should be ready to race at that point, assuming that this thing can get running on all 4 cylinders. So yeah, thanks for watching. This video probably won't be as productive as the other videos you've seen on the channel, but not everything has to be super productive. Sometimes it's just about learning and trying to do things. I've never done anything like this as far as you know, I'm a car guy and I follow cars. I watch other people's YouTube videos like these. That's where a lot of the style for this content comes from. But I think doing it yourself and learning this whole thing, the first couple of years here running this micro are just a learning experience for me to get used to doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing, how to operate a race team independently before moving to sprint cars. That's the goal. So thanks for watching, sticking around and joining me on that journey. And I'll see you in the next one. So thanks. Bye.